So just
we get to get away with saying words like shit and fuck.
That's right. You're not
I mean,
limited to, well, there's our one.
Shit is PG-13.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
It is.
But yes, so things can get more intense. We had a very, I mean, there was some visceral stuff, but it was also a very powerful emotional story last time. Let's find out.
You guys ruined me so much. I love it.
Oh, just if you haven't watched the link that I sent in our secret chat, then enjoy round 2. Yeah, there we go. Raven still. That's a good way to summarize what happened. The party got fucked.
Yeah.
So it was asking deeper questions. It explored things a little bit more than what our normal sessions may. And yeah, let's get ready to do this again. Now we have Selene, and here's her bio for any of you who didn't catch, as well as a little change for Mordecai's entry as well that you all might be able to see. So we're gonna slip back into it. I am your dungeon master, duly appointed. I have the proper hairstyle and attire to be the dungeon master as we are celebrating Halloween. And we're gonna get things scary and spooky or intense or something. Lethality, who is piloting Selene here, are you ready to delve into things? Are you good, Lethality?
Ready.
All right.
Ready for daggers.
Excellent. Well then, let the daggers be drawn. As again, Selene, the last thing you remember was seeing your old cave filled with spider webs, redecorated. We had that moment where, Bright's like, "Oh, you had nice curtains," and you're like, "Oh, okay. Wait, I didn't have curtains in my." The trap was triggered, and while you do have arguably Fey ancestry, you still succumbed to some sort of an unconsciousness that made your world black out around you. And your eyes will inevitably wake up. And when they do, you are going to be Selene. Your eyes open, and you're in a very comfortable place. And a rather familiar one as well. In fact, Selene, this is your dorm, where you are pursuing your education, your sage-like education. There's the books, there's your footlocker that has all your things in it, including the things that you hope your friends don't find. A pattern which seemed to have been repeated in your shack as well in the Dragon's Graveyard.
Look, what I do in my private time is my business.
Yeah, I'm not telling you not to. So, you, yeah. And in fact, Selene, you look and feel like a younger version of you when you started pursuing your education, maybe you had theories you wanted to prove, or you just wanted to learn more, but here you are in your school, in your dormitory. And Selene, I would like you to open your monster manual.
I've got it.
And I need you to become an acolyte. and that is going to be on page 342. As at some time you were a weaker, not as intelligent version of yourself. You were a young girl at one point in time with, only 9 hit points. I don't know why I just said that, but, it could be relevant.
An AC of 10 and a lot less in terms of spells.
To be less than level 1 again, kind of.
And level 1/4, literally.
So, Selene, you are a younger version of yourself. And as if this wasn't a little confusing, the door to your dorm bursts open, and in runs your 3 friends. 3 friends that you had in school. We had
You're dozing off again?
Yes.
Selene kind of blinks. A lot of books spread out before her. Do I recognize who's talking to me?
Of course you do. This is your cousin Soldana.
Yeah.
Soldana.
Wake up, sleepyhead. She kind of knocks on your head.
Yeah, I'm awake.
And the person that you see before you is a red-headed Aslandian elf girl, who you would know to be your cousin from your elf parents' side.
Well, closest thing I've had to... Where's... Okay, never mind.
Where's what?
That's nothing. Don't worry about it. Okay, you're waking me up. Well, why? Why?
We did as you asked. The caretakers, remember?
Oh, yeah, right, of course. Sorry, I hyperfixated and then hit the deck. You know how it is. Ugh.
You frequently come out of a nap as if you do not remember what the fuck you're doing. Get it together, Selene.
Sometimes I feel that way.
Well?
Yeah, coming. She kind of brushes herself off.
Another one of your friends steps forward as your cousin rouses you from your very plush dorm. We have a very tall built half-orc. She walks over and almost just like picks you up out of bed. Come on, get up.
Okay. I'm getting up. She gets to her feet and brushes herself off.
And this is your friend Alec. Alec is a very well built person, and she continues. So things are ready. We did what you needed doing. Come on, let's get it over with. And especially because I need help.
Yeah, of course. What am I thinking?
as you're thinking about that too, yeah, Selene, you recall that the finals are coming up in a week. And Alec, well, Alec's not at this school on a scholarship for her studies. She's here to provide the brawn in a sports club. And you have been helping her study in so much that you have been supplying her answers and helping her to otherwise get through the education portion. And in return, she's helped you. Well, she doesn't mind getting things that maybe you want that you might not be allowed to have. She's the star. She's the star of the sports ball, and no one's gonna kick her out if they find something goes missing, or the things. In exchange for helping her get through, she's helped you get access to materials and books and studies that you wouldn't have had access to. It's mutually beneficial, and she doesn't beat you up.
That is very true, and I mean, she plays lacrosse, so she's got she just get me out onto the field, and then she'd have every excuse to beat me over the head.
Yes. Yeah, she would absolutely she'd use her lacrosse stick on you. So she hauls you out of bed, is telling you that everything's ready, but things don't seem to. I mean, this feels a lot more natural and very familiar. These thoughts that you're having are very much yours. Why would they be any different? You took a nap waiting for something to happen. Maybe was that a dream? Well, and your third friend walks into your dorm. Friend might be an interesting word to use, but we'll say friend.
Yeah, it's time to wake up. We've got dissecting to do. Don't you remember we were supposed to meet up in the lab like half an hour ago?
Oh, that was today. Oh my, I'm sorry. Right, yes, let's to the lab.
Well, now I don't know if we can go. Who are your other friends here? Are they coming with? I don't think. I mean, she's not even in the medical program.
No, but you need me anyway. Look, we're in this together to help her out. I don't know what she owes you, but I know what she owes me. So you're getting me tonight one way or the other.
All right, so be it.
It's
You made 2 appointments for the same time, Selene?
technically 2 birds with 1 stone. You'll see. You'll see.
I hope so. Well, like we said, everything's ready.
Right. Let us get down there and begin. And that's when we're gonna go. I remember the footfalls of my alma mater. It'll be fine.
Well, as you look upon your third friend, what do you recall about this person? As you're looking this person over, or what are you at least presented with?
What am I presented with?
You muted
For
Fluff.
me? Oh,
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not. No, I'm not. I'm just not talking. I didn't realize I was supposed to what I was supposed to say.
An introduction of Selene's other friend here.
Yeah. My name is Bior. I'm a fellow student, as you probably recall. I work with you in labs. We have a lot of classes together. Sort of cooperative, sort of competitive. We've been lab partners, and we've also been known to try to outdo each other using both legitimate and not so legitimate means, and it turns out that we have some interests that both go beyond just basic medicine.
Yeah, pure. Right.
It, none of the accidents in the lab had led to anything too major, but there's a friendly tension between you two.
It's a rivalry.
Sure. And and your mind is clearing now as you're remembering these details about your friends, and just the company that you're keeping. What was the old school that Selene actually went to here? That you dormed at, and you were getting your educational foundation that would catapult you into one day becoming a top researcher in a particular field.
It was in Aslandia, but close to the border with Ballfire. It's one of their the Ballfire University Centers of Excellence, and they specialize in medical studies.
And it is at this location that you're up and out of bed. It is dark out, and so whatever is happening, Selene, yeah, this is something after hours. This was, oh, of course, you had a theory that needed to be researched, and you had so happened to work with 3 of your classmates, with whom you share various relationships, to go into the forbidden section of the library and get that particular material. This was going to be something groundbreaking for you. This was going to be the basis of an idea that you fostered since even before you were enrolled in this school. This is going to catapult you, Selene, to be the queen of whatever this magnum opus is. Something physiological, I would imagine. Am I correct?
Quite so.
A particular notion or theory that you'd been hoping to foster and to bring into academia, since, as far as you know, it doesn't exist, or even, if you understand the rumors, has been suppressed. What exactly is that pursuit, Selene?
Right, it was the pursuit of the physiological effects of the possession of a soul, and the difference between a live body and a dead one, and how, if one could create those physiological stimulations once more, if you could maybe bring someone back to life.
Ooh. Controversial and a bit taboo. But you know what? If you are going to have people recognize you, Selene, if you want to be someone, not just some kid who had a theory that's going to get proven along. Yeah, you want to innovate.
Innovation's going to be controversial.
And it just so happens you had certain strings with certain friends who have made arrangements at night for you to get access to this material.
Yes.
You are quite the charismatic person and/or puppeteer.
Yes. And it's if I'm able to prove this true, we're all headed straight to the top.
Oh, there's in it. Yeah, of course. There's something in it for all of your friends.
Yeah. I wouldn't leave them behind, not for the world. Even Bior. Even though she's kind of a bitch.
Good on you, Selene. Leave no one behind.
For a
have a
change, he.
You have a bright future. A noble aspiration I hope you hold on to for the rest of your days, Selene. Now, getting out of your room isn't going to be the tough part. However, the four of you are going to have to navigate the dimly lit corridors of your school, trying to avoid, any sort of patrolling teachers, people who would otherwise stymie your plans, and either get you in trouble, send you back, or hopefully you don't get expelled, Selene. That's not the plan at all. So,
oh, yes, I would certainly hope not.
The caper begins. You end up leaving your dorm room here. And by the way, does what was your cousin's name again?
Saldana.
Sildana. Sildana, do you share a dormitory with Selene, or are you staying in another room?
I think we share a dorm since we're family. We kind of came in at the same time.
Sure.
We're about the same age.
Yeah.
All right. Well, your friends came prepared for this as well, as they all have brought a couple things with them to help out that might be in need. You do see that Sildana has a couple potions with her, and Selene, for a brief moment, you wonder if she should be the one to carry those. Unfortunately, Sildana has a bit of a reputation for, well, being a klutz. But she
Probably
brought them.
something you've known since you've known her.
Yeah. Maybe I should carry those just in case.
Oh.
Just in case what?
Just in case you get spooked.
Get spooked? Really? I'm not scared of some dark hallway.
Remember what happened the last time you got spooked? You thought you saw something in the shadows trip down the stairs while carrying a box full of flasks of acid.
Okay, well, that was one time.
And then that other time that you accidentally got yourself coated in oil because you tripped over your own feet.
You've always teased me about that kind of thing. I have 2 left feet, I swear to God.
And Selene, the oil is in the lantern she has this time, so it's,
Yes, which is why I'm asking you to hand me the lantern, so... Because, this is oil and also fire, and the last thing I would want is for my dear cousin to set herself on fire.
Sildana, are you handing over any of this stuff?
Rolling my eyes reluctantly, yes.
I care about you. I don't want to see you turn into a burning beacon running up and down the hall screaming, "Please, someone put me out."
Look, I've only dropped a lantern once in my life, and that was when you were chasing me.
Hey, that wasn't my fault. And
That was intermediary school, remember?
Yes, I remember.
Now, are you drawing the line at the rope? Are you keeping that? Or are you going to hand that over to Selene?
I am keeping that because that's not liquid. And it's not glass.
Yeah, it's not unbreakable.
And it is staying coiled up until we need it. I am not fitzing with it.
Do you have it over your shoulder? Is it around your waist? How do you have it like on your shoulders, around your neck, kind of a thing, in some coils?
No, it's in my purse.
That's a lot of rope for a purse.
Well, it's a big purse. It's more like a backpack.
That's fair. Okay, nope, but big purses exist. All right, so Selene, it seems as if your cousin has. She brought a sturdy rope with her, but she's not going to hand that one over because the line is there.
Okay. That's fine.
Alec looks at you, Selene. I'm not handing you anything. You're not going to take anything from me. That's why you have me here. And she very proudly shows you her sack full of ball bearings and also the sling. And don't get too shocked. Somehow she smuggled a dagger into school, and she's wearing a very fierce-looking dagger on her belt.
I still don't know how you got that in there, but that's fine. It's fine.
Don't ask questions.
Alec.
If I gotta use it, I'll
Alec.
use it. Or don't you want me here?
Alec.
I'm not asking questions. It's alright. No need to get defensive. We're
We're
friends
all
here.
here to be friends, yes.
You're here to be friends?
Yes? Are you not?
Selene, are we friends?
I would consider us so.
She looks a little confused. Not the first time you've seen that expression on her face. As, again, she's not here for her academic skills so much as using her... she's a...
Put the sports ball hole.
Very much so. As you recall, in Mesotopia, those of her ilk are mostly known to sail the inner sea, and they also travel up and down the coastlines, working in ports or just as coastal, not scavengers in a bad way, but just as people who do a lot of manual labor and do have a fierce competition with the Dragonborn of Kandor too, for who's the best, who's the strongest, and certainly that sort of go get hard nosed attitude is with Alec here.
Well, yes, I mean, we saw what happened to poor Arcturus at the last lacrosse game. She almost beat his face in. That black dragonborn didn't see what was coming to him.
She begins to laugh very heartily, and such to the point here that yeah, you might want to hush her because. Oh, yeah, sorry. If I'm too loud, you gotta tell me though.
We're supposed to be asleep.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. And what did you bring? Alec points to you. I'm sorry. Moen?
Bior.
Bior. EO, not OE.
Yeah.
Bior.
Yeah. Yes. There are many anagrams of the name, but this is the one that is chosen.
Yes.
Neither boar nor robe.
Okay.
But Bior.
Bior, what did you bring to help?
Yeah, I've got quite a few magical tricks that I've managed to exfiltrate from the magical training areas. Look, I've got here's a. I don't want to use it because I can only use it once, but I've got this smoke bomb here. And then I've got some invisibility powder. It's pretty cool. It's sparkly. It's kind of like a little rainbow sparkle. And when you put it on, it makes you invisible for a minute. And then I've got a fun little bag here that we'll save that for when we need it. But it can get you out of a scrape.
Good to know.
Not quite so well armed as my good friend here, but
Getting out scrapes.
But could come in handy.
It's bandages?
No, not that kind of a scrape. The metaphorical kind of scrape.
What kind of a
The
scrape?
kind where we're trying to distract somebody.
Yeah, it's
The kind
it's
that ends
not.
with you punching someone in the face, Alex.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, that. Yeah, well, I know those scrapes. Well, after checking what you all have, or at least what your friends had brought, Selene, I don't know if there's one or two basic items you would like to grab from your school dormitory that you might have access to. You can equip yourself with one or two mundane items that you would find in your school dorm to add to your stats as an acolyte.
Yes, I did bring with me a couple of different things just in case.
Sure. Tell me what they are. Could be a tool of some kind, ink and paper. Could be an instrument for some reason.
Yes, I have brought with me a ink and quill, ink and paper.
I
Because
will
do
presume
need
you have a
to-
holy symbol to our dear Lady Weejass.
Of course. And I also would have brought along some other writing implements like some charcoal and other such things.
Okay, so some writing implements, and some paper and some ink and a quill. That works. All right, so you grab a couple things yourself after colluding with your friends, making sure you had the things that you think you might need once you get to the lab, and also to get to the lab in case something happens, and you sneak off through the darkened hallways of your dormitory here. Now, I would like, as we are going to run a fun little skill challenge here, which one of you, or you can always volunteer Alec, since I will play Alec on behalf of Darkwolf. I want one of you to be a lookout. Who's going to make me a perception check?
I will.
Oh, sure. Sildana.
I'm gonna roll physical dice. Because I don't actually have stats, it's just the skill. That's just the. That's a 5.
All right.
And
So,
here we go.
Sildana. Yeah, here we go. The horror, the adventure begins. Sildana, you absolutely continue to be a precious bean living up to your klutzy self. As you, in an effort to, prove to your cousin, that you're good, you're worth it, you're cool to hang out with, you go listening, and everything, as far as you're concerned, everything is clear. You give the signal to move ahead, and as you do, you are going to round a corner, and you bump into someone who is making some notes here. We have a very a young professor-looking person who's walking around this T-junction, is writing to himself, and he bumps into you all, like especially you, Sildana, since you took the lead and were very eager. You're like, yeah, come on. You go around the corner, and you just bump, like bodily, like right into, and you don't recognize this person. Like he kind of falls and he drops his notes. Excuse me.
Sorry.
He stands up, looks a little baffled here. He did drop his notebook.
I'm gonna help him collect it up.
Sure. You And Sildana, he has a very rough, chiseled look. Like he's tanned. Looks like he's been out on expeditions. I mean, you don't recognize this. Maybe is a visiting professor. He's not someone you recognize from the school. But you go to fumble picking up the book, and you just keep like dropping it. As you crouch down, you know, you're like waist height to him as he's just sort of like looking down at you.
No, so. I got it. I got it. And Selene will gather up the notebook.
Selene, you go to pick up the notes, and as you hand them to this professor, there's just a couple things on the page that he was making to himself. Looks like something about an expedition, Candor Mountains. It must just be like an itinerary or something along those lines of, you know. But yeah, you also don't recognize this professor. But again, given his look, I don't know how you feel about him. But we do have, you know, we have a person who might be in his, you know, mid-20s. Must be successful to be a visiting professor, the way he carries himself, and he probably has some sort of like official school badge, at least as a part of the university system, not from this one. But he looks at you all like, thanks. Look, I don't know what you're doing. I won't stop you, as I feel that would be untrue to my own sense of ethics and exploration. However, I'm not going to help you if you get in trouble. And he continues walking with his notebook, kind of muttering something to himself, and is off. You got a warning.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that was sporting of him.
Very. He's very nice. He's very cute.
You're not taking point anymore.
Poor Sildana.
Still,
Fine.
sweetheart, I love you, but come on.
Okay.
Let me do it. I'll move ahead. I'll make sure the coast is clear.
Yeah, go ahead, Alec.
As you say that, she crosses her arms and is actually looking rather upset at you. That was a joke. Because
You need to work on your
my
delivery.
family walks up and down the coast and picks up treasures and shells.
I'll do it then.
No, I'll do it. I wanted you to laugh.
You have to work on your delivery. You're not funny.
No.
Oh dear.
So we have Alec, who is going to, in a very, professional. She's certainly trying. She's gonna like go up against the wall, as like massive as she is. She's gonna like go up against the wall and kind of like crab walk sideways against it, trying to keep a lookout here. And we're going to roll a stealth as she's going to scout the next hallway ahead, kind of move. She'll get up to a doorway here, and then as she's just holding her sling in one hand and her sort of sack of marbles in the other. She'll get up against the door, then she'll do like a spin over to the next side of the door, and
Stealth checks.
there we go. Oh, just from her right now, as she's scouting. All right.
Okay.
She stealths ahead, and then you'll see her like dip into it. And mind you, you're still in the residential area here, so there might be like a custodian or someone either cleaning or just making sure the students are not getting into mischief. But you just see jutting out from one of the alcoves like a big kind of gray-green thumb come up and a hand that motions you forward, and you are able to make progress further down the hall. So we have left the residential dorm area, and now we are getting to. Oh, we're getting into some of the more proper official laboratories. As the group of young students makes its way through the halls. So far, you've gone undetected, thanks to Alex. Scouting. And somewhere in here is rumored amongst all of you as students to be a secret passage to what you all know must clearly exist as to be the forbidden section of the labs and libraries. There's also a lot of just other stuff that's here, and some of it is off-putting. I mean, you have tanks that are filled with various fluids. They have various creatures. There's also like skulls and even some body parts. Like there's eyes in some. There's some things that are just like a hand hanging out in a jar. There's animals.
Weird.
Yeah, there's all sorts of bugs too. I don't know if any of that kind of squicks you out, Sildana or Bior.
No, I'm fascinated by all of it.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
For me.
Tanks are bubbling. There's all sorts of notes and books. So you're definitely like during the day and for a specific class or assignment, you might be allowed in here as a student. But for the most part, we're in staff section. So you super shouldn't be here. You've avoided any hall monitors, which you did see a couple, but fortunately, Alec did a very good job of getting you through that. But now you're in this laboratory, and it is filled with all kinds of tanks and jars and creatures. And supposedly, there's a way here to get to that section. We've had Sildana and Alec do something. Now it looks like we're down to Beor and Selene. I wonder which one of you might be the one to find the entrance or find something interesting. Or if you want to pilfer something, you might be able to here.
I don't know. Is there anything that looks pilferable? It all seems like it can't be removed from the lab very easily.
Well, some of the big stuff. If you want a jar with a brain in it, you can just take one of those. It's just sitting on a shelf.
That's so cool.
Is the brain alive?
That's a very good question. It doesn't pulsate or move on its own. It's just sitting in a jar.
That's too bad.
But if you want to be the one to try and outshine Selene, Beor, then you can make an investigation check around here to identify stuff. Maybe even like softly flex on Selene, like, oh, this is a this is a that.
Let's do that.
Pardon.
No.
Oh.
No. That's not happening.
All right. So as you're investigating, Beor, you come over to a tank that has some kind of a creature inside of it, and it moves suddenly, causing you to scream or at least a yelp. And I need you to just roll a 1d20 for me, please.
I got startled. 8.
All right. You all are like, shh. Or maybe Sildana, because she shushed Alec earlier. No one...
I probably yelped too, for a second. Then shushed.
So was that...
She goes to yelp until he's just like, cook.
No one seems to be coming. Someone might not have heard. Although, like, just a creepy feeling of heebie-jeebies just sort of sets in here in this dimly lit place.
And Selene slowly moves her hand down. You know, we probably shouldn't exit back through the hallway. We should find another way out.
What did you get startled at?
Well, there was a there's like a little lizard, and he jumped up on the side of the terrarium. It was then he puffed himself all up. It was a whole big thing.
Ah,
A lizard?
Bior. Come on, it's a lizard. Come on.
Well, I know, but it was a surprise. Give me a break. It's not like I broke the terrarium and scattered shards of glass everywhere, and then we have to chase the lizard all around. It wasn't a critical failure.
I chased that lizard really well, says Alec. As the conversation is both detracting and growing louder, Selene, I need you to take control of the situation somehow. The rivalry is flaring up. We have a loud voice from your jock friend, and Sildana is
Guys,
in on this too, even unintentionally.
Guys. Remember that if we get caught, we're all screwed.
Make a persuasion.
Yeah, that's a 4. Using the acolyte block, it is just a straight up d20. Nope. Oh, nope.
That's a red number.
Nope. Nope. All of my friends turned on me. We're all gonna get caught and expelled.
Well, of course we'll get in trouble if we get caught. We're not idiots. What do you think?
Then why are you yelling?
Well, you started it.
Alec, as this is going on, Alec sort of breaks away and says, "I'm gonna go look around," and ends up, a ladder. She jumps up, grabs this rung, and the ladder goes clunk, 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 down.
Selene just fucking hides.
I'm hitting the deck. I'm hiding too.
Right.
Yep, I would like all of you.
I'm going to use my prism powder, actually, and just use it on all of us.
Oh, sure, you can do that too.
Now, don't do anything too sudden, or it could wear off. But if you're careful and calm, it'll last for 1 minute. Now, everyone, just shh.
So
Selene's
Bayor
gonna move
sprinkles
herself
the
out of the way.
prism powder on each of you, and you shimmer for a moment and turn invisible. And
Selene's gonna move herself out of the way.
yeah,
Now,
mind blown, Sildana. Like, you can feel your hand, and you know it's in front of your face, but you totally can't see it. Like,
That is so cool.
I still want all of you to make stealth checks. You will not be seen, but this is to make sure that you are out of the way and or breathing silently.
No.
We do get advantage because we are invisible.
Sure, that's fine. Stealth at advantage then.
Nope.
17.
Maybe I can't be seen, but I must have really gotten excited because I'm just. And I've got a wheeze in my nose. Like.
Yeah, you failed your QTE to keep your heartbeat down. And
the klutz is. I had a 17. The klutz is like clutching it.
All right, so Bayor, you go to hide because you do hear someone coming to address that loud clunk. You hide, and unfortunately, it's right next to that same lizard that freaked you out the first time. And it's like right there. It is a thin sheet of glass away from just like touching your face or licking it or laying an egg on you. Whatever lizards do, I don't know. This is apparently Bjorn's not thing. And so the person comes in. Who's there? Come out! And begins looking around, and makes a. You make a sound, and the hall monitor comes over in your direction. And Bayor, I want you to make one more stealth. This is just going to be straight up though, because can't see you, but also has a bead on where you might be.
Okay. Hey, I finally gathered my wits together. I'm starting to make friends with the lizard. Getting used to that horrible puffed out frill that it's waving at me in all those different colors that it has. Oh, come on.
So for all of you in the audience, it was a 19 plus 1, which is amazing, and then I rolled a 20 plus 1. So,
Wow.
So what happens is someone's there and reaches out to and like baps against you. So it's sort of like a blind swipe, like grabs onto like your shoulder or your collar. And as that happens, like a lot of your prism powder just sort of like is ruffling off. Alec, thinking quote unquote quickly, takes her sling, more like a slingshot, draws back a bead, and lets loose.
Oh no.
And doesn't injure this person who found the caretaker, and instead ends up hitting the glass for one of the creatures next to, and now you can't see it.
It's the lizard.
Well, actually, you can see it. Yeah. Well, you can see it because she's now visible. She's like smiling with a thumbs up. The lizard leaps from the container and is just like crawling and rasping all over the caretaker's face as the glass is cracked. And the caretaker screams as this creature is just like crawling all over and doing things that probably aren't horrible, except you're younger and don't know what this creature is, so ignorance is fear in this regard. I gotta go get one of the animal handlers, and he runs out with the lizard on his head.
The ladder.
The ladder is down, and you all can beat a hasty retreat out of here if you wish, going through the hallway and going back to your dorms like good boys and girls, or you can climb up the ladder on your adventure.
Nope, I'm going up the ladder.
Yep.
All right.
I'm gonna swipe whatever vial is closest to me and then run up the ladder.
Likewise.
Um,
We need to beat.
Okay. So sure, Sildana, you climb up first. And Alec, unless you want her to do otherwise, she's gonna stay behind and make sure that no one follows you up. She's gonna guard the ladder until the rest of you are up. So you climb up. I don't need any athletics or anything from you all. It's a ladder. Although you are going first, so while I don't need an athletics, I do need from Sildana, as you get to the top, I do want you to make a Dex save, please.
Oh no. No. That's a natural one.
Oh Jesus! All right.
All right. So this is quite the caper that our students are putting on here. Sildana, you go and you try and pull yourself up. Your foot slips. You fall down. I would like a Dex save from both Bayor and Selene, and I'm going to make a strength save from Alec.
Yep. That's me. That's me, fellas.
You all are terrible at this, but that's wonderful because you're just some dumb kids on paper. So yeah, that's a 6, a 6, and a 1.
Why?
All right.
Guys! Oh Jesus! What did I do to
Sildana
deserve
falls,
this?
creating a
Why are you
cascade,
taking me?
bouncing into Selene. Bayor falls. Alec tries to catch, at least tries to catch you, Sildana, and the four of you just end up in a big pile. Sildana, if you want to be in some sort of awkward anime moment where you've fallen on someone, you're welcome to. And just a but like things have fallen over, and this is
I have fallen face to face with Bior.
oh yeah, all right.
Hi.
Oh,
At least it
So
wasn't
it's
my fault this time.
Selene kind of half glances over with her degenerate mind, and considering she kind of like is like, oh, fuck. She's just
Alec is gets up. We need to make a story. Someone else did this. Someone that's not us. Looks over and takes the hilt of the dagger and cracks the glass on another display. It was that thing. Come on, let's get out of here. As she opens up another animal, as some sort of like a spider, probably the size if you put like your two hands together, starts to like creep out of the.
Still getting out. Still
Yeah,
trying to get out of there.
that's a good idea. Maybe it'll catch the lizard. Let's get out of here.
we can't get back through the hallway. The animal handler's gonna be coming through that way. Is there another way out of this room?
Up.
Well, we can try up again.
Well, let's go.
So Selene's gonna start climbing first this time.
All right,
Sildana goes afterwards.
you all scramble up, and you reach the top level of this interesting library. Like the ladder does spin around, and so it is a knowledge repository. There is a ceiling, but it's rumored that this is the place. It's somewhere here, and Selene, if you're going up first, this is your mission. You're gonna take charge.
Yep.
I want you to roll an insight here, as you're like, okay, so this is hidden. You're getting a feeling. You're not looking, but you're like, oh, in academia. Okay, so it's taken a little while here. That spider's crawling around. Also, something else must have spilled. It's like a weird acrid smell that's starting to fill this place too. And at some point, then you find something that's not supposed to be there. A book that is loose, but also on a hinge. You pull it, and there's a click, and a.
Ooh,
Where's the?
that's
Where is
nifty.
Where is it?
You look and look and look. Nowhere around you seems to have opened up. But then, you look down, and actually, a hatch below the ladder has opened up. Meaning that the ladder might be able to extend downwards.
Down the ladder and into the hatch. Down the ladder and into the hatch. Go 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 go.
Yep.
All right, move it. You begin going down the ladder. Sildana, you're a little bit slower, but you're safer in this regard. And you can. Who's the last one down? Who's gonna pull the hatch closed?
It's gonna have to be me because I was at the top.
Yeah, I would have to be the first one.
I mean, if you all wanted to
Because I was at
step
the
to the
bottom.
side and rearrange, you can, but that's fine. So sure, Selene, I would like you to make a. I'd like you to make a strength, like an athletics, I guess it would be, as you are pulling on this thing, and as the rest has descended down, and you're here at the hatch on floor level trying to pull this. This spider is taking notice of things and is beginning to creep closer and closer as you're pulling on this, and
19.
you are able to close the hatch, and you all are on a separate ladder built into the passageway that is leading down. But you're going to have to climb down now. It's this place isn't, dark and forgotten. It's not filled with cobwebs or poorly maintained, as this seems to be a place that, well, top researchers or certain faculty might use. It is hidden. When you leave the tunnel, you are, well, it's still the school. From the construction, the stone style, there's certainly records of things, books on shelves. There are cages that they're empty. Are those supposed to hold people? Maybe animals? But it is a very dark and dismal place. It is unlit. So, if any of you are fortunate to have dark vision, I mean, it's black and white, but you also can't see a lot, particularly details. Sildana, do you want to provide some... Or actually, I guess you can't. You handed your lantern over. Selene, are you
Selene
turning...
got that now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I'll provide some light. Not only that, I'll cast light.
Okay. So, light is provided here, and you begin sneaking now through the area. And what is your marching order as you are exploring the hallways in the underground section?
Selene, you kind of know what you're looking for, right?
I've heard rumors of this place. They had a
it's
lab
Selene first?
Yeah. She's
I'll
gonna
go
go over to the bookshelves and have a look at what's on the bookshelves.
Bjorn, do you want to be second in line? Do you want to be at the back? Which is
No,
kind of the
I'll go
first, just in reverse?
No, I'll go second for this because I'm curious and I want to see what's going on.
All right. Sildana, do you want to be
I'll
in
be
the
third.
Third? All right. And that leaves Alec behind. All right. So your lantern's out. You're going through here, and I would like Selene to make a perception as you are going down the hallways. Oh, and I'm sorry, Sildana, you did take 1 point of damage for falling.
Oh, nuts.
Everyone actually took a point of damage because you were bruised because it was a big pile. Sorry, I forgot to mention that, but you all did take 1 point of damage.
It's a natural one.
All right.
Yeah, it is. Thank you, game.
You are getting all of the fun challenges for this story. All right. So enamored are you to go and maybe look at the books, or like you're here. You're so close to finding, the things that what's hidden away unfairly from you or people broadly, or the whatever's providing your sentiment here. That you step on a stone that sinks down about half an inch. And when that happens, I would need all four of you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, no.
Stop making us roll dice.
That's...
Please. Please.
There's a 2, and a 10, a 15.
Yay! Yay! Oh, one of us rolls poorly. Out of the three of us, one of us rolls poorly, at least per
roll.
All right.
per roll.
I have a friend who can see things like this coming and just instinctively know. But it's not working for me. Yeah, it's a pretty cool ability. I hope you have the opportunity to meet someone like that someday.
A mist is released, and is causing a lot of you to cough and to feel kind of woozy. Bayor, You fall asleep. You have an unconscious Bayor now in the group, as you were you had triggered a trap to try and stop intruders here, and Bayor did not seem to have the constitution to withstand it.
Sleeping gas?
Oh, there must be some juicy stuff here.
What the fuck
Ooh,
is
maybe.
that? Sleeping gas?
Bior. Kind of trying to rouse him awake.
You are, and all you're doing is making his cheeks rosy because you're slapping him.
Oh.
Alec, can you grab Bior?
What a doofus.
Yeah, Alec will carry Bayor. Where are we going?
Well, we're here. We may as well continue to look around. And hope that we don't trigger more sleeping gas traps. Why do they have traps in a laboratory?
To keep little guys like us from getting in there, I guess. The people who are supposed to be here probably know about that shit.
Yeah, well.
So Alec is holding Bayor. Bayor.
Evolved to demon.
Yeah.
Or returned to monkey.
So I need, between Sildana and her cousin Selene, I need that each of you to make a perception check as you continue to look around for, Selene knows what she's looking for, so she claims. She's telling you, like, look for things that might have this symbol, letters that look this way, because that's like a super old way of writing. She tries to break it down in very simple terms for you.
That's 12.
I got a 6.
Sildana, you did it. Man, you can show your cousin how amazing you are as you grab a book that looks totally like the thing that she was looking for.
Just
And it even has a lock on it too. Like, who would lock a book unless it?
really, yeah. This looks like it's it, based on what you said.
Selene, yeah.
Alright.
Sildana has a locked book. It has an old style engraving of the face of Ouijas on it. And the lettering looks foreign. Like, something about it. It seems familiar, but the way it's drawn, some other kind of a common maybe.
A book about stuff about Ouijas.
Oh, I mean, this is perfect. We gotta get this open.
Alex says, "Do you want my dagger?"
I mean, we can cut the leather for the strap, the lock strap or something.
Cut the pages out you need, or just stab the lock, I guess.
Well, we don't want to destroy it. We just want to get into it.
Does anyone else know how to lockpick?
I have,
Selene looks to
I have a
Bior.
dagger, says Alec.
Yeah, Selene looks to Bior. Bior might have been able to, but Bior's currently out like a light.
I've got 2 left thumbs.
Well,
You have a 2 left a lot of things.
here, no, you let me. I'll try not to damage it. Alex sets
Yeah.
Bayor down on a table that's down here, and comes over. I'll try to be careful with it.
Yeah.
All right.
They're gonna know we're down here anyway.
Yeah, but they may come looking.
She is fiddling with the lock, and there's a snap And ow from Alec. And she kind of stupid thing poked my thumb. It looks like it opened up though.
Poked your thumb.
She holds it out and there's like a little dark spot and some blood is coming down.
And she looks at that. Is a lock opened by blood? But she opens the book.
Yeah, totally. Lock opened with blood. I knew that. That's why I did it.
That's not creepy.
Is it creepy?
Oh,
Selene,
And I didn't mean to do it. It was totally an accident.
Selene, that's some creepy shit.
it is so fascinating. She begins reading.
Yeah. So the contents are in a language you don't understand but seem to be able to read at the same time. It's odd. Sildana, as you're looking over the shoulder here, like it's kind of beyond you. Like things seem to be words, but Selene seems to be able to read this text.
What's it say?
Bayor, your eyes flutter open as it's been a little bit here, and you sit up on this table. It's a very ornate table, has a lot of like interesting little artistic grooves carved into it, and things like that.
Usually I like to be standing over the table with the runes on it, but I seem to be okay. Boy, that was some good gas, wasn't it? Let me see if I can try that again. That was pretty fun, actually.
It knocked you out.
But y'all stop getting high off of sleeping gas. Look, I promised you that nitrous canister tomorrow, okay?
Okay, fine.
So now we've confirmed Bayor has a thing for half nitrous oxide. Selene is kind of like orating this from the book. And as she's reading it, her eyes are going wide. Because I'm guessing this is kind of like a confirmation of what she was realizing.
Yeah, from what you're seeing, I mean, this is the things that are in here would be very heretical to the teachings of the faith of Ouijas as you've received them. And the spells that are in here too, the concepts, these are old and talking about, like, you don't necessarily comprehend the spells, but I mean, you can read the words. And it's just concepts, deathless death, and just these things that are just so foreign. And
Oh my god.
there's
So creepy.
a part
Found it.
that it looks like there is a way to unlock more knowledge, and all you have to do for any who wish to receive knowledge, all you have to do is leave your mark, and the mark actually seems to be a thumbprint of blood.
Selene would prick herself.
No way. Let me go first.
What are you doing?
Alec, give me your dagger real quick.
Oh,
And
okay, here you go.
I'll just give myself a nice cut on the thumbprint and just plop it right down.
yep, as do I. We're both doing it.
What? What are you doing? That's such creepy.
It says to unlock more knowledge, you need only leave your mark.
And I'm not letting Selene get ahead of me on this one.
Wait, I can be smart if I poke my finger?
It may not work for you, but you can always give it a shot.
It's worth a try.
No. No. Look, I thought that this was kind of like gonna be some kind of like breakthrough in like medical science or some shit that's down here, not some fucking weird heretical Ouija ass hoogity boogity stuff.
But it is. The thing,
Alec puts her finger down.
the theory I had, it's in here. The truth is in here. It's in this book.
Are you participating in this as
You
Saldana?
You can see for yourself if you want.
Like I heard you reading it.
Said you can see for
Selene,
yourself if
this
you really want.
It's crazy.
Innovation's controversial. You gotta be willing to push it to the limit.
Okay, I'll trust you.
You want me to poke your finger? Says Alec.
And she just kind of like swipes her thumb across the blade of the dagger and kind of thumbprints next to Selene's.
You take 1 point of damage as you meant to do something that was small, and you goofed it, and you gave yourself a pretty nasty cut.
Ow! Ah!
Should have used the lock.
Ow!
Like I did.
This is why I should hold the dagger.
Wait, the lock can produce blood?
Something in the lock pricked my finger when I opened it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, are you okay? Did you feel anything from that?
Pain.
Well, yeah, of course.
Anything else that's unusual?
No.
Because
Oh, that's
I
good.
think with it and I feel fine.
Yeah, usually, I mean, if you get your finger pricked in a lock, I mean, that's never good. But, hey, if you feel alright, that's great.
I felt upset that I should break the lock because it hit me.
Well, okay. You can do that if you want. So, I don't feel any smarter. Where's the forbidden knowledge?
Selene,
Absolutely, like that book.
there are some words that you must incant, as well as making the thumbprint.
Oh, there's an incantation too. Hold on. Alright, repeat with me. And she's gonna start incanting.
And following suit reluctantly.
All right. Alec is gonna kind of mumble along.
Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Knowledge we seek and find it we must.
So she's over there like
Skin to burn and steel to rust.
Ought to variety. She's trying, like she's listening to you all, and she's doing the best that she can. As the blood was placed on the page, the incantation is read, and the blood disappears into the page. It doesn't seem to stain it or leave a mark behind. It's almost like the pages just absorbed it, and there's no trace left behind. And the incantation is finished. And you all look around. I mean, your thumbs are, well, in this case, Saldana, maybe a little bit more in your thumb hurts.
Can I have one of those healing potions?
Yeah, healing potion.
And
Hold on. Pass me a hand.
And she gives her hand over.
And I'll cast a Cure Wounds.
Oh, your cousin was always, very advanced and helpful here. She's
So
probably
nice.
the first in the class to have access to this sort of, baseline stuff.
There you go.
This
All healed
Ouija stuff is still so weird.
All
Like-
healed up.
Saldana,
Yeah.
are you afraid of mice at all?
Yes.
Oh. Well, it looks like maybe 3 mice have crawled out from under the bookshelves down here. Like as you're looking at your hand and you're like, you're kind of flexing it, your eyes already cast downwards, and by your feet you see 3 mice.
And she shrieks.
That we're still meant to be hidden. What? Sultana! Come on! Why?
She shrieks so loudly.
Bayor, make a perception as this is
He
going
goes
on.
to hide behind Alec.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bayor, you're kind of freaked out here. Like, yeah, this might be knowledge. Something about, you're putting this together from what was said. Something that mentioned some of the incantation you're talking about, like learning through experience, all things in time. Just, you're kind of going over some of the phrases. And Alec walks over and just stomps on the mouse that's closest to you. And when she does, it crunches, but it's a really dry crunch. Hmm?
Huh?
Yeah?
Alec leans over and sort of like picks this thing up. And this
No,
mouse
don't touch it.
is holding it. This mouse is just like dried, wrinkly hide and fur, like skin that is emaciated to the bones, and there's even some exposed bones, like half its skull you can see.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Put it down.
It's just a, and the thing begins to like go nuts in her hand, and is like making little rattles and just uncomfortable noises.
Nope. I'm done. I'm done with
And
this.
ends
I'm
up
done with the mouth.
ends up biting her, and she's get off. And she's gonna take a point of damage as well, as her thumb is torn open, and the more blood falls onto the floor. The 2 other mice that are down there, now you can see them crawling, kind of scraggly, go to the little pool of blood and begin lapping it up. And as they do, they shiver and quake in disturbing ways.
Oh, no, I'm going. Can we go? Can we go? Can we go?
By the Dark Mother. Bior, you know what this means, right?
I know the obvious. The mice have been revived. Who knows how long they've been dead in there? And probably we revived them with the book. What do you mean, right? Right about what?
I theorized that this was possible. I was right.
To revive them. I mean, that's great. But I mean,
my theory was correct.
Of course, it was correct. I knew it was right all along. I just figured it would be a little more intentional when it happened.
The table that you were laid upon prior, Bjor, begins to make a stone-on-stone grinding sound as the top of the table ends up sliding slowly to the side.
Oh.
That's interesting. Does there seem to be anything in it?
Not immediately viewable, but if you want to either get closer or give it time, then...
Yeah, I'll get closer.
Yeah.
All right. Bjor... Yep. Oh, go ahead.
Selene, I want to go. Can I go? Can we go?
One second.
All right. Bayor, as you get close, the widening gap in this, well, it's not a stone table. opens up further. And
I hope I don't have to roll dice.
Okay.
wish
Yeah, wait, now, I'll roll-
granted. A hand in a similar condition to those mice that maybe they died under the bookshelf or something and they were brought back by this incantation. A hand quickly comes up out of the slot in this sarcophagus as Bayor is looking over into it, grabs him by the lower jaw and wrenches it off.
Ah!
His tongue is hanging out and he's bleeding. He's conscious. Well,
Bayor!
mechanically he's unconscious, dying, but like for that moment his eyes grow wide as just blood and his tongue hangs out and his lower jaw is pulled into this thing and you hear a meaty crunch.
And Selene grabs the book and starts flicking through it, looking for a spell.
Bayor falls to his knees and then falls to the side as he's bleeding out.
We have to go. We have to go. Selene, let's go.
We
Get
can't
out of
run
here.
from that. You saw how fast it was. We thought it's gonna catch us.
We're gonna try.
But it's why I'm looking for something. I'm looking for some kind of defense thing. This is a spell book, right?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, we just keep it the strength. And she's flicking through the book super quickly, looking for something, anything.
Bayor's twitching, bleeding out on the ground. Alec looks, put pressure on it, and she tries to put pressure on the wound, which is just his neck.
Yeah, the fact that the mandible's been ripped off.
Potion! Sildana, you had potion, right? Come here.
Selene has them.
No, potion, go.
And she brings over from Selene to Alec.
Dexterity
The potion.
saving throw, please, as you're in a hurry carrying a potion rushing towards a dying friend.
Yes. Oh, well. 10.
You have the potion, and you rush over, you trip over your own feet, and you land. You maintain your grip on the potion. However, in the process, you bite your tongue really badly. One more point of damage, and you're definitely bleeding in your mouth. And as blood is pooling around Bayor and is pouring from your mouth, more things. You're seeing hollow husks of insects starting to pour out of the recesses in the stones. More of these withered rats are crawling from unknown places. And that stone table, the top of it begins pushing open again. However, you do give the potion. You did save it. You did give the potion to Bayor. And Bayor, you sort of pour it and you're kind of trying to massage it down his throat. A lot easier now he doesn't have a lower jaw. You just sort of almost can plug the potion right into the hole. His wound seals, but it doesn't grow back what was torn from him. It's just he stopped bleeding and now he's conscious.
Selene.
And he hurts.
I'm dead. Have I read about anything even remotely like this?
I mean, in necromancy, yeah. I mean, something that has happened, and you had various ethical studies about why bringing back the dead is unethical, but there's other applications for necromancy, being a doctor or a detective or other things like that. And this is also proof why necromancy might be bad. Unless you want to refuse to believe that and still find hope. But what you're seeing now is with all the blood on the ground and your friends becoming injured. Bayor doesn't have a lower jaw anymore, and your cousin, I think, bit off the end of her tongue. Not terribly, just like the tippy tip.
Oh, there's gotta be something in here.
We gotta go.
Is
We
there
gotta
anything
go.
in the Is there anything in the book that, in a panic state, I think would help me?
Why do you make an investigation?
Da, 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 da. It's 12.
All right. I mean, you're flipping through. It's panic mode. You've never seen this book before. You're just trying to look for words like help or end or things like that. And right now, it's not apparent to you. Alec. Oh, what's that?
Would also be looking for words like defense, control, stuff like that.
There is actually. So yeah, control. Yeah, you do find control.
Okay, I think I found something.
Make an Arcana.
Not bad.
You begin. Okay, so something like control, and you're prepping. Like, I don't know. Hang on, guys, as you think you might be onto something here. Alec comes over and is almost laughing, like stomping on these rats. And she's doing a halfway good job here. She's okay. So by that I mean she misses, but like she goes over. She's trying to stomp on these skeletal or like mummified rats, like these desiccated rats, and the stone top of the table clatters, and a figure stands up. Looks like the remains of a tiefling. I mean, horns and tail. There is still flesh on the bones. Looks very old. There's inscriptions that are tattooed and carved into its skin. As it stands up and it begins to climb out of this sarcophagus.
Oh.
Don't worry. Sildana, I'll save you. I'll protect you. Bayor, you can't speak, but if you want to do something, you can groan in pain on the ground too. That's fine, but you can like point
I shouldn't be laughing. It's actually a horrible turn of events. I cannot help but appreciate that vocalization. Thank you.
Sildana, in this moment, are you getting back to your feet? What are you doing as more of these like bugs are coming close and these rats are pouring out?
Guys, get to the door. Get to the door.
No.
Go.
She's absolutely lost her mind at this point. She's running for the exit.
Okay. So you start making your way to the exit. And make one more Arcana, please, Selene.
Yeah.
You are reading some passages, and it looks like there's something. I might be able to. Some of the inscriptions on this thing crawling out match what's in the book. You read the words that again don't look visibly legible, yet somehow are making themselves known to you. And there is a thing that you are not a thing. You speak out another inscription in the book, and something flies from the book and coils around this creature, getting it to stop. And now beside this zombie, this mummy, is some kind of a floating incorporeal thing that was born from the book, seemingly, and did the thing that you asked of it. Bayor, are you getting up and following Sildana? Are you recoiled in horror?
No, I guess I've been in shock for the past 10 seconds or so. But I will get up and do my. I mean, I'm looking for my jaw.
Oh, all right. So sure, you run over to the sarcophagus. It's there, and it looks like it's actually been like bitten. It's still there, but it has a chunk out of it.
But
Would you like to grab your jaw?
That's my jaw. Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna go ahead and grab it.
Okay.
And bring it with. You know, maybe the people in the obviously I'm just thinking this. I'm not saying it. But maybe the people in the infirmary can reattach it somehow.
Hopefully. They know magic, and magic can do stuff like that, right? Your parents totally pay a high tuition for the best access to, things.
Yeah.
All right, so you see your jaw, and as you reach in, the darkness inside this thing seems to shift as well. And that's odd, you think to yourself, as the darkness shouldn't move. You reach inside, and... Hang on, that wasn't the right one. Oh, maybe it was. All right. That was... I need you to take one damage.
Okay. How many hit points did I have? Was it 4?
4.
I mean,
Yep.
I started with 4, but then the potion was also 4.
Yes.
Is that how it worked? So I'm back to normal. Okay.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw now.
I mean, okay, 12.
Oh.
Well, it's been worse.
All right, it has been worse. Fortunately, this is enough this time. As you reach in and grab your jaw, the darkness shifts, and your arm is covered in bugs that are biting you. And but you're gripping your jaw. You have bugs on your arm. As far as you're aware, nothing further is going on besides the fact that you've been bitten.
Great. Well, bugs have never bothered me that much, so I'm keeping the jaw. And let's go.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. Selene, I need you to make another Arcana, as there seems to be a link of some kind that has been created to this thing that flew from the book. All right. You are you having it go with you? Are you having it get rid of bugs? What are you having it do?
Yeah, I'm gonna have it get rid of bugs.
Okay. It comes over to you, and Bayor, this thing's touch is chilling, not just temperature-wise, but just something in your mortal frame is repelled. Is repelled by this. And I need you to make another Constitution saving throw, please.
5.
There we go. Back to normal.
That's more like it.
This thing's touch draws life essence from you. And as such, your hit point total is drained down to 1.
Oh.
Oh. Oh no.
You only have and can only have 1 hit point, as it has taken your potency of life.
Ow.
But you're not
You
injured.
can just see all the remaining blood just drain away. It looks completely pale, even by my standards.
But the bugs are gone.
Yeah, it's I wonder if I'm infected somehow. That feels like it shouldn't have hurt me. Huh. Of course I can't say that. It comes out as more like
Mhm.
Bjorn, you okay?
I just kind of hold up the jaw. And then I point at my arms. Oh.
You dash out of here with that, and you make your way back. You're climbing the ladder. I need Sildana to make a strength saving throw, please, as this is more of a strength thing than a dex for this purpose.
Hey, that's a 18.
All right, you hold on strong, Sildana. You know the wind is in your sails. You've been making your way.
I'm noping out of there so hard.
Yep. You're out of there. You're ahead of things. And what I need you to do is, as you've been climbing up, you're holding onto the ladder, and you can make an athletics now to reopen the hatch.
Natural 20.
Excellent. All right. Selene, again, this thing has created a kind of a link to you. And I need you to roll another Arcana as you're trying to maintain this contact or this sense of control.
I don't know how long it's gonna last.
Okay, 16. So this glowing, like, ethereal thing is coming along with you, and Alec is here too. She's trying to kick away any rats that are there, and is behind to try and keep things from following. After a distance, though, that animated body does begin to follow again, and so it's coming after you. You're faster than it, but it is back there. So now, you, Sildana, you throw open the hatch. You got the adrenaline pumping, and when you do,
there's gonna be people up here waiting for us.
Come on. You look down and you look forward, and up here, it seems as if, well, something's happened, as disembodied hands out of broken jars
Oh no.
lunge forward at your face. And each of them hit you. One of them tears away your nose. The other pierces your eye. And the other one is gripping onto your throat. And in this moment, before
And
you
kids
two,
screaming.
well, it's going to turn to a gargle here real soon. Before you fall screaming and you're bleeding and unconscious down the ladder over the rest of the people, that's the last thing you see are these disembodied things. The lab seems to be overrun. There's things in the jars that were twitching, and then your face was rent after successfully opening the hatch to the laboratory here. I need the three of the rest of you to make strength saving throws to hold on to the ladder.
Hey,
Ooh, there we go.
a crit.
So
I got
Sildana just
12.
kind of started careening down the ladder.
All right. So, Sildana, yeah, you, as you're blinded, your nose is removed. and you fall back down the chute. The other two hang on as you bounce off of them, and you land on Alec. Alec, what's wrong? And you feel yourself being turned around, and you hear, because you still have your ears, you hear Alec scream as you have a mangled scrap of a face that's bleeding down onto her now. So this is going to put Selene at the top of the ladder.
No, there are things out there. Protect.
Arcana. Oh. Selene has a good career as a necromancer ahead of her.
Wow.
The spirit rushes up the ladder, and there's some sort of a noise being made. There is a dying. Your cousin is dying on top of your athletic friend here at the bottom of the ladder. What are you doing, or Selene and Bayor?
Well, I made the strength save, right? So
You're on the
out
ladder.
of the ladder.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can go up or you can go down, or you can just stay there if you want.
Yeah, no, I wanna get back into the lab and on my way to the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
These
while
like kind of missing. One is missing a jaw.
while I am sad for the predicament in which Saldana may find herself, I have my own concerns right now.
Sure. All right. So both of you are going up the ladder and leaving.
I am. I don't know about
all
Selene.
Selene, what are you doing?
I'm gonna follow, but I'm casting Sanctuary on myself.
All right. Hey, you're protected. That's a good thing.
And Saldana, I'm sorry. Alec, keep her protected.
And
All right, you're getting up and running.
What's left of her is just screaming.
Yeah, we're going. Well.
Okay. You, from down below, you hear the sounds of. Actually, Selene, you're probably behind Bayor. Are you closing the hatch?
No.
Okay. You hear the sounds of struggle as this shambling creature from the sarcophagus has made its way down and is fighting with Alec. And your cousin is at the bottom of the stairs here.
We can't help her. She's already dead. Close the hatch. I'm sorry. Bayor's up. Alec.
That's so cold.
No, I just.
You are closing the hatch?
Bayor! Depending on what goes on, if there's any scream from Alec, then yes.
There's sounds of. There's not a scream, but there's definitely sounds of, come on, bring it!
Alec, are you gonna be okay?
Of course! I've never lost a game. That's factually untrue. She has been in losing games, but to her, she's never lost a game.
Look, I have to shut the hatch.
She doesn't reply. Maybe she can't hear you because there's sounds of fighting. And screaming from your cousin.
And screaming.
Your faceless cousin.
Oh, Saldana. She shuts the hatch.
Saldana, you just hear... poof. Not that you can really see anyway, but there's...
She's trying to shout for Selene's name.
Yeah. Well, you have a claw that's choking you as well, so...
Blah, blah, blah.
And it's dark, as Selene had the light and the lantern. So, You are now running through. You're trying to make your way through the lab, avoiding things. Bayor. Some of these crawling things are held aside by whatever this otherworldly spirit is, and that is when the lizard strikes.
The lizard!
Fortunately, Elec and Saldana both have dark vision.
Or I'm sorry, it'd be the spider. The lizard left with the caretaker.
Okay.
You must have run past it where it's hiding, and it strikes out. It hits you. It's definitely going to deal 1 point of damage. I need you to make another con save, though, please.
Oh boy. 16.
Oh, all right. Whatever the con is for, it's fine. However, just this thing like grabs your ankle. I mean, yeah, you're at like 0 hit points, but this big spider is like fangs first and is in you, is in your flesh, pumping you full of venom or something. Selene, you you get whatever sound Bayor is capable of making with a mangled / healed over throat, and you see that there's a giant spider that is attached to him.
God, Bayor! Sake of flame it. Deck save.
Sure. You hit the spider. And it sort of curls up and detaches. However, Bayor is staggered, unconscious, but staggered here, like fading in and out. I need you to roll another Arcana as this thing is seeking guidance because it is it's subdued these animated limbs.
That's where Selene is gonna give a relatively stupid order.
Okay.
Destroy anything that attempts to harm me.
Your order goes off, and you've cast Sanctuary. You see
Yes.
this thing hover over Bayor, who's kind of writhing in pain, is fading in and out of consciousness here, and sets upon Bayor, which might seem a contradiction with the command that you gave. As you were watching in horror, you see Bayor's spirit, whatever this thing is, seems to pull an incorporeal Bayor from his body. And now you have 2 helpers in the lab. And Bayor's body is very much not moving.
Oh dear. We gotta get out of here. And out of the lab with the command to follow.
You begin running and running. Oh, can't do this in reverse. There we go. I want you to make another Arcana as you're doing this. In fact, I need you to make 2, please.
Level 2. Pair of 13s.
You're able
That's not an omen.
You're able to maintain control. There's sounds ahead of someone, of shouting, of maybe some sort of an alarm going off. Do you want to draw attention to yourself? Do you want to hide? Do you want to talk or confront with the people who are coming to the lab?
Confront.
Okay. You run forward, and you can see that there are a couple of the there's like the dorm I don't know what the term would be, like a prefect, like a student who's like who's put in charge of other students here.
Yeah, the prefect.
And there's also like the night janitor who are running forward. Who are you? Stop! What's going on? And the janitor's carrying a mop and like holds it out very aggressively. You hear the hissing sounds behind you as Bayor and this other thing rush forward and swarm each, well, a one thing swarm, but ends up destroying the janitor and your classmate, who is the prefect of your dorm. And you see that each of these things now coaxes another spirit from the dead bodies that they created.
Oh dear.
I'd like you to make 6 Arcana checks now, please. No, not 6, 4. 4.
The lowest is an
Wow.
11.
Yeah, Selene, you have a knack for the undead. And
who
there's
who
still
knew?
no witnesses.
Who knew? I
What are you running through the halls? Are you seeking someone? Are you going somewhere to hide? To confront others?
the next order is going to be on guard. So defensive.
Okay.
And gonna look for some other people.
Okay. Are you looking for people to help?
Yeah.
All right. Roll one more set of 4 Arcanas, please.
Don't worry me. Yeah, lowest is a 12, highest is a 16.
You find others, and there is a point where there are actual staff, not just commoners, that rush forward. The spirits are dispelled through invocations of Weejass's own power, through the might of the holy symbols that they bear. And you, Selene, have some explaining to do. But even as they take the book away from you, and you are being hauled off, you're probably going to have more than the principal's office to go to for this. Something lingers behind. Something has nestled itself inside your soul. It's not the guilt of abandoning your cousin and your friend, or the pursuit of forbidden knowledge that has injured Bayor and rent this very soul from his body. There's something else that you carry. A whisper, a word, a knack, perhaps, that in its own way seems to nourish that seed of discovery inside you. As you have left a bloody wake behind you in your pursuit of knowledge and secrets. And perhaps in a way we know, or think we know, some circumstances behind this mysterious woman known as Selene, this discredited academic. And perhaps why she's gone on to claim such titles as the Queen of Lies. And it is here that the story ends.
I just imagine as Celine's being, I imagine there's probably a carriage or whatnot that she's getting hauled away in. And
This is going on your permanent record.
yeah, I can imagine. Sum it up to 5 counts of murder?
Well, not really murder. Just like,
Accidental death.
Negligence causing death.
yeah, criminally negligent homicide.
Criminal negligence. But no, I can
And-
just imagine that as she's getting hauled away, she kind of looks at her hand, and there's that first little pulse of sickly green because one of the domain spells for the death domain is Ray of Sickness.
And a selfish pursuit of knowledge at that, willing to trample over,
Killer custom.
family, friends, is willing to manipulate and use people for her own ends. All in the pursuit of whatever this is. I hope those traits don't carry forward to her adult form, where we meet Selene.
Ah!
Definitely not. Not at all.
Not at all.
Definitely not a selfish bitch that would abandon everyone in pursuit of her own goals.
Not so much anymore, but
She has a husband and everything now.
she has a husband now.
She's not alone anymore.
Well, I mean, she wasn't alone, but she kind of made herself. Poor Sildana.
For Sildana.
So
You know-
from gut-wrenching emotion to gut-wrenching the friends and family of gut-wrenching emotion of Mordecai, gut-wrenching the friends and family of Selene. We are going to conclude our 2 stories for the night. However,
That's actually good because I hadn't thought about this. So now I actually have a story to tell. Like semi have a story to tell to Selene to tell to Mordecai in terms of her schooling.
and how much of it is true? Any,
How
all,
much?
some?
Some.
Why don't you
But
use
yeah.
your family name? However, you probably did see
Infidelity is.
that you have one now.
I do.
As we come back to our page, and next Tuesday we have Bright starting us off in our mature tagged horror themed tales. And of course, you as the players will receive your prompts as well to help me help you have a wonderful and horrible time together as we explore just what is going on. And this is changing too. The title of tonight's episode: The Path Least Credited. So, Fluffy Sheep, I'll see you as Bright this coming Tuesday. I hope you'll be ready for it. For those of you
I
out
am.
in the audience, again, it'll be another mature theme. Psychological horror, gore, really tough positions to be in to make people wiggle and squirm. The destruction of friends, family, property, pets, all of it's on the table. And what we're going to do to continue our spooky stuff we're going to go on a raid. We're going to raid Macabre Derek, who is doing a drawing on the macabre. He is working on some Vampire the Masquerade art. And if you have any questions on horror, on vampires, or other things along those lines, he is a good source to ask. Although I will give a quick shout out right now that Coffee Cat, shout out Coffee Cat Presents, does run a Vampire Chronicle. And Lethality at the Gathering of Nerds, shout out Gathering of Nerds, has also been known to run some vampires and other spooky stuff. I mean, Shadow run's kind of spooky.
It definitely can be with the way that I run it. HMHVV, AI, take your pick. I've got all the scary stuff.
From this Dungeon Master here to you all, thank you for being here. And we'll see you around on Discord, and we'll see you back here on Tuesday for more horror fun on the other side of Halloween. And I'll be over in Derek's channel for a bit hanging out. I take this rubber off my head and cool off about 10 degrees because my brain is cooking right now. So I'll see you over there, everyone. Be well.